V6 for the EV, riding around my city. You should come ride with me, yeah. Feel me if you hear me sip water like a fish, sip box water to the gillies, yeah. This a new wave, this a takeover. Do it for the future, time to get a world of makeover. Time never stops, no the timing is not. Time to clean up the block. Streets been a mess, how can I breathe? Smoke in the air, pure gasoline. I see. Switch that V6 for the EV, riding around my city. You should come ride with me, yeah. Feel me if you hear me sip water like a fish, sip box water to the gillies, yeah. This a new wave, this a takeover. Do it for the future, time to get a world of makeover. Time never stops, no the timing is not. Time to clean up the block. Streets been a mess, how can I breathe? Smoke in the air, pure gasoline. I see the news, see what you read. Change gotta come, put that on me and watch me educate. Yeah, we been could've started, but it's never late. Do it for my kids, yeah, let's set it straight. Do it for your kids, gotta set it straight. It's time to regulate, we need change now. We need solar, we need EV in the game now. Make it change so the earth we know can stay around.
Listen. Y'all know me. I take all victories, okay? I take all wins. So am I happy that we won? Hell yeah, I'm happy we won, because hell, we needed to win a game. Let's not fool ourselves. Even though it was against the OKC Thunder, we needed to win a ball game, people. We needed to win a ball game. We got the mission done. Now let's talk about how the game went. Excuse me. Let's talk about how the game went. Okay, with this team, okay? Issue number one. Bro, you cannot give up 77 points in the first half to a Oklahoma City Thunder team. You cannot do that. We are terrible defensively right now. That's another night we won, but look how many points we gave up tonight. Look how many points we gave up to the Thunder tonight. Defenses, we listen, man. I don't care what nobody says. Okay, let me drop the link in it. My bad. Let me drop the link. I don't care what nobody says. We are terrible defensively, and we have to fix it. We just have. I'm gonna keep it real, family. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Y'all know I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. We got lucky tonight. Okay. We got very lucky tonight. Very lucky. That game could have went either way. And the thing about the Hawks, let me bring my guy analyst on. Let me tell you what's about the Hawks, man. I don't know what it is, but whatever works, we just stop doing it. We just go away from it completely. Whenever we get a lead, like, let me tell you something. Okay. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to give OKC, I'm going to give the Thunder their credit. They was in the game. Okay. But let me tell you what a good team does, because you're going to have them nights where a good team is playing good basketball and they keeping up with the team that should be winning, right? In that fourth quarter, when we pulled away, it was, I can't remember off the top of my head, like 119-ish to 105, something like that. A good team, a champion team, would have ended that game right there. Right there, they would have ended it. What do the Hawks do? start playing. I hate to say it. Start playing Hawks basketball, and the next thing you know, we over here, bruh. Are you kidding me right now? Listen, man. Hey, Trey Young almost lost us the game tonight, man. I don't know what he was thinking, but man, come on, bro. Oh man, them last 3 possessions, Trey, I was just like, what are we doing? DeJounte Murray stepping out of bounds. Then you had one where him and Trey messed. They both tricked off one possession. All they did was pass it back and forth, and then Murray got a shot clock violation. Like, what are we? Yeah. I was like, bro, it's other people on the team, man. It's other people on the team you could have passed the ball to. We have to. It's 2 things we got to do, guys. One, we got to start playing way better team defense. You cannot keep giving up 120, 125, 130 points a night and expect to win consistently. Offensively, bro, I understand that Trey and DeJounte are supposedly best players, but there's other players on the team, DeJounte and Trey, that y'all could pass the ball to. When y'all don't have an opportunity like I did in that one possession, you pass it back and forth and get a shot clock violation. You didn't even do nothing. You dribble, stop, pull it back out. Hunter, bro, you make too much money, bro. Okay. I need you to go find you a surgeon who can fix this asthma, because we need your production out there. We need you out there. Okay. Shout out Bogey. Bogey had a decent game tonight, but we all know he not known for his defense, but he came through with the buckets. They had a good game. Gerald, I know I can't control asthma, Gerald. I was being sarcastic. Damn, Jordan threw me off my point. What's your thoughts on the game tonight, analyst? And then we got our guy Blackberry back up in the building. So after analyst, it's on you there, Blackberry.
All right.
Well, shout out Glow Mavs up in the building. They're the guys up north from me. Shout out to We Talk Mavs TV up in the building with the support. Go ahead, analyst. My bad.
Yeah, I was. I was in a live show last night. Great show. Juan said if I wasn't on the plane right now, I'd be raising hell. Listen, this was an ugly game. It was ugly on the defensive side of the ball. Where do I start? I'll start with John Collins, because he's the one that I am just so upset. I am just so upset with John Collins. This dude has to be one of the dumbest defenders on planet Earth. Not only do you let the guy get past you, it happens every time he hops on top of the guy's back and they call a foul. And every time he get the ball, he slams it to the ground like he mad. Stop doing that. And then he's just so soft. He's so soft. Awful help defender. But I thought he was solid on the defensive side of the ball. I thought it was pretty good. But 72 points in the paint, that's not going to cut it. 72 points in the paint will get you beat by any contender. Any team, really, in general. You almost lost. I'll go to Murray next. Listen, I'm going to first address Murray's big block. He came in clutch with the block. Okay. This is what I expect out of Murray. I've seen it time and time again. And listen, Murray came in clutch with the block. But I'm not gonna ignore. Okay, I'm not gonna ignore that block was a lot of bailout for tonight, because had he not had that block, it would have probably been a different perspective on Murray. This dude could not guard the stop sign at the end of my neighborhood tonight. I mean, Shea was going right past him like he was just standing still. Okay, and then the turnovers were bad, but I thought for a second there he got going, and then it was just awful. One-on-one basketball. Nate McMillan was disgraceful tonight. He just need to pack up and head out of Atlanta. Trey, listen, and this is bad to say, but I say it anyway. I'm not surprised Trey Young turned that ball over at half court. I wasn't surprised. I said we dribble, and then we come up, and then you already know Jalen Williams gonna be up on you. I think he just got a dunk off the steal like not too long ago. So it was just disgraceful to see him turn the ball over like that. I thought offensively, I thought he was solid. I thought he was solid. He had a big game offensively. Defensively, he's got to get back to where he was. Then Capella, like I saw Capella down there. I mean, he had a good game offensively. I'm not gonna take anything away from Capella offensively. Defensively, he was pretty good. But then I saw him just get out rebounded multiple times by guards. So I didn't like that aspect. And then I'm gonna finish it off with this, right? Nate McMillan has to be one of the dumbest coaches to ever walk Earth. Okay, this is. Wait a minute.
God damn.
Wait a minute. This dude, we go up by like 15 with Jalen Johnson, AJ, all these guys in the game. And who does he put back in? John Collins. I think he put in Bogey. I said, "Oh my goodness!" I said, "You can't be serious." And then he was, it was just disgusting to watch tonight. But listen, we got the win. That's all that matters. I know my guy Matt. He paid up Gerald off the bet that they made. But I mean, hey. Like I said, it was an ugly night,
Pay up, Matt. Pay up.
What was the bet?
Matt,
it's $50 on the game.
Oh, okay. You bet against us?
I thought Oklahoma City was playing better. They was on a roll. They did play better for 9.
They are playing. Yeah, they are playing better this year. This time of year.
Gerald got real lucky tonight. James Caper saved them tonight.
Yeah, you won't too far off from winning, Matt. Shit. You won't too far off. What's up, Black Bear? What's your thoughts on the game tonight, my guy?
What's going on, man? I've always admired your show, man. You got your hell of a platform. I'm gonna say that every time I come on here.
Appreciate you.
I'm gonna say two things here. First, I like winning, so I'm never gonna say I don't like a win. I like winning, but we have to get that bench enforcer, and we need him right now, ASAP, like right now, because just like how the analyst just said, that wasn't a good time for John Collins to come back in the game. That was a time for you to have your an enforcer out there who we know all his job is to do is to defend the paint and to get boards. That is all his job, and he's athletic enough on the offensive end to be there to make plays under the basket. Other than that, that's what we need off the bench, and I don't know why we don't go get that. I don't know what this signing with Favors. Somebody need to help me understand the damn signing, because he ain't played a damn game.
It was just to shut people up, man. That's all.
Man,
that's what it looked like.
Nate didn't even play him, bro.
Nate won't, bro. They do, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. What made y'all think? Did y'all really think Nate was gonna play this guy? Are y'all serious right now? There's no way you thought that was gonna happen.
But I mean, you don't go spending damn money and don't play somebody. What the hell?
Man, we might as well gave it to a black. We gave it to a black charity in Atlanta.
Hey, listen, Blackbird. Let me tell you something, man. One, your owner not gonna spend no money, bro. So whoever you think you got on your wish list, unless you can order that player off Amazon and Amazon Prime.
Hey, we need an Amazon Prime.
That's how cheap that player needs to be. Okay, they're not gonna listen. I've come to accept that the front office, we're not gonna do nothing, and I'm gonna tell you why. And then I'm gonna go to Matt and Mike. I'm gonna tell you why, man. Think about it. I'm just putting two and two together, right? You think one of your main problems is the coach, but you don't want to fire the coach because you don't want to look bad. So you're gonna keep a coach who you think is part of the problem in charge. So why would you waste your time trying to improve the team and you're gonna have the same coach?
Very good point, Damon. Very good point.
I said,
Nate.
I can't defend that. I can't defend it because at this point, that's what it's looking like. Everything y'all been saying about Nate in that front office, that's what it's looking like. I cannot defend it any longer until I see change. Unless I see something change, it's nothing for me to defend here because y'all are absolutely right. That's exactly what it looks like.
Listen, I've come to accept we're not gonna do nothing at the trade deadline, bro. They even came. Listen, this is how stupid our front office is. They told John Agent. Now this is if reports is true. They told John Agent to go find a trade. I bet you money his agent found a trade, and then all of a sudden now they don't want to trade him now. Come on, man.
Why didn't they just let Travis do his job and trade John Collins?
What was the article? What the article say? They want something significant or some shit like that. When a couple months ago they were trying to give him away.
If they let Travis do his job, John would have been. We would have already been.
So if you think, and listen, here's another thing: the head coach don't even want to be here. This is crazy to me. Listen. The coach tried to quit. Listen, this is so stupid. He tried to quit. They talk him into staying, but they think he's part of the problem. If you think he's part of the problem, he want to quit, you let him leave. They talk him into staying.
Fire Nate. Fire, bro. Damon, I heard. Wait a minute, Damon.
In the season, so the front office don't look bad. That's what we doing.
Damon, I heard it wasn't even just convincing. I heard they paid him extra to stay.
Bro, come on, man.
Oh my!
And y'all really think that this front office going to make something shake at the deadline? Hell no. Listen, if they do, my guy.
If they do, I'll give them credit. But
what's the saying? I want them to make me put my foot in my mouth. I wish they would make me do it. But bro, I don't think we finna do it. Let me say it like this, so I can be clear. It's not gonna be nothing. It ain't gonna be nothing major to where we all be like, bro, we need to do a show for this. We didn't got blah blah blah. It's gonna be somebody it's gonna be probably somebody you just gonna be like, hey,
we're gonna trade Justin Holiday for Torrey Craig.
Yeah, we just
my thing is it don't even have to be major. It's guys that's sitting out there right now in free agency. Like on my show, I've been saying Hassan Whiteside literally just sit up on Twitch all day and play damn Call of Duty and Fortnite.
Yeah.
You don't have to go spend a buku of money. But like you saying, it could be that they don't even want Nate. Nate don't want to be here. This is all speculation. That could be the case. So why make the roster better for Nate if you don't expect to have him, after this season or after the All-Star break or whatever it is?
But Blackbird, here's a question for you though. Then why they just don't fire the dude and then go make some moves? What are we doing here?
That's why I say right now it's speculation.
Because they're trying to say face for the front office, bro. That's what they doing. But let me tell you something, guys.
That could be.
If y'all don't think Travis Slink not back there talking to them other executives about working for the Hawks, you don't think Nate ain't talking to other coaches about coming to work here?
Yeah.
Didn't we just have Buddy just pull his name out the hat? He said, "Man, F this, I'm up out of here." Am I right, man? Did he just pull his name? He just pulled himself out of the running. He said, "I'm good. Never mind."
Stay an assistant.
He'd rather stay an assistant. Do y'all hear me? This is crazy. That's why I don't expect this team to do nothing. I mean, I don't expect us to make no major move at the deadline, man. Listen, we don't have no picks. We got 2 picks left. Bro, we can't trade them. Let's be real here. And then my boy just put out some bullshit. I don't know if it's true or not, but hell, Clutch Sports is getting involved. I know John Mike saw that posted up in Pat City. That's just speculation. The source is not valid. You feel me? He's just a fan like us, but he said he got some people. But the stuff he put in there, it kind of shit. I'm gonna tell you, if that shit happened, bro, our franchise would be ruined. It would be ruined for probably about 10 years, dog. If
what did it say? I didn't see it.
Basically, it said Clutch Sports. They want basically they're gonna try to force Trey to LA. Okay. They want Nate fired.
A lot of those shots that they were making,
but they don't want to fire him. So they try not to make Trey look
got Nate on in the back.
And then it says some other shit, man. I told him come on the show, man. But if not, I'm gonna copy paste it. I'll post it in the chat. My bad for talking too long, man. What's good, Matt? Would you finish Blackberry? My bad, man.
John eating dinner, listening to Nate.
Oh yeah. I'm good. Y'all go ahead.
Go ahead, Matt. We're gonna bring on. We got a guest. We got Dre up in the building. We're gonna bring him on. I want to get all the Hawk stuff out the way first.
So, last I do. Juan does Nino Saturday night. I do word of the night. My word of the night is serendipitous. Right, very, very lucky. Chance encounters.
What was
it? Events that happened to look us to victory tonight. Okay.
I can't wait to see Joe's reaction to Matt word.
Right. Okay. So for the chat is serendipitous. That's the word of the night. Okay. The other word of the night was stepdaddy, because that's what I was about to name Shea Gilgeous-Alexander to Murray. If that would have continued, if that first half would have continued, because he was spanking him up and down the court. I mean, it was an embarrassing showing for our elite perimeter defending guard that we gave up so much for. And you just saw, like, if Travis was able to do his job, and you put a guy like Shea with a guy,
we could have had Shea.
Man, it would have been, the possibilities would have been endless. But overall, the game, I mean, the defense was, Damon highlighted it. The defense was awful, like 90% of the game. I mean, the last play of the game, it gets some shine because it was a game, winning defensive play, but I don't really know how much that makes up for the overall defensive picture because it was terrible. Most of the night, the offense stalled again to isolation ball. I don't know what the hell Murray was doing at the beginning of the fourth quarter, trying to go behind his back. Aaron Wiggins was locking him down. I mean, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And some of the passes he was making, Bogey had a very good game. He's been terrible of late, so this was a good game for him. It might increase his trade value coming up here real soon. I thought JJ had some good moments, some moments he really should have finished in contact, but I thought he played well overall. Some good rebounds. Capella played well. I'm not going to rain on him, but I will say Onyeka was better defensively than Capella. He had the highest plus minus on the team, I do believe. Onyeka did plus 21. So I mean, overall, I was telling Gerald and analysts in the first half, I didn't know who the rebuilding team was. Who watched the game? Like who's the playoff team and who's the rebuilding team? Like you couldn't tell throughout the whole game, mostly. Until they sat Shea at the beginning of the fourth quarter. But
technically,
we won tonight.
The Thunder a playoff team.
They are when they make the playoffs. I'll let you go, Mike. But I don't know when they made the playoffs, Mike. But we are a team that has made the conference finals, made the playoffs last year, supposed to be a legitimate playoff team this year, and we going in the 12-round knockdown drag-out fight with the Thunder. Go ahead, Mike.
Without a center, by the way. Kid
Without-
really playing center.
Go ahead, Mike.
You breaking up, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, he breaking up. Can y'all hear him?
No.
No, he froze.
Mike.
What? Go ahead now. Talk.
He might have to go out and come back in.
Yeah, go out and come back in, Mike. And go ahead, John, while we wait on Mike.
The Atlanta Hawks are the Atlanta Falcons of the NBA.
Oh gosh.
Man, these people have you so upset and have you so just mad because they beat themselves. This team just takes a 2x4, and you know, if you're gonna get robbed in an alley, let the man with the mask and the gun rob you. Don't beat yourself all across the head and give the money up after make him work for it. The Atlanta Hawks sit up here, man. I mean, I'm watching, and I'm watching the comments, and there are people pointing out things on a play-by-play basis about how the team, you have an opportunity to kill these folk, and you sit up there and shoot yourself in your own foot, and then wonder why that blood coming out your foot. How that happen? It's pitiful. And I want to tell you something. I want you guys watch DeJounte Murray as well as Trey Young when they dribble. Now, Trey getting his pocket picked, that was inexcusable. That was inexcusable. That man picked his pocket, took all of his rent money and whatever traffic ticket he had in his wallet. The lotto ticket gone too. I mean, just took the ball from him because neither one of them can dribble. Neither one of them can dribble, man, because I see where, okay, you're supposed to front the man and give him a corner and make him reach around you. But I mean, whenever Trey goes up against people that are taller than him, they automatically got the pocket pick because he's standing there, bam, 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 bam. Same thing with Murray. Y'all just watch it. I mean, it's just ridiculous. If you were 6'4", 6'5", or whatever, you could possibly get around. You can get around the man, but you at 6'1", that man got the wingspan on you. The man has the width on you. You can't get past him standing up there pounding the ball, wide like that in front of somebody. I mean, it was just ridiculous. And thing is, I got to accept the win because they won. But you always look to see how you lost, and you always look to see how you won too. Yeah, you don't have no choice but to accept the win. Yeah, you won. But good grief, did it have to be this hard? That's all I got.
Well, you know what, man? Sometimes I'm gonna tell you, man. Maybe y'all call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't know. Maybe because I'm fresh out of the garage. But I promise you, man, it feel like we fight like people betting on the game, bro.
Yeah,
bro. Some of that shit I just saw tonight, bro. When the last time you see Trey Young he single-handedly gave them 6 points on 3 possessions. I ain't never seen him do no shit like that. It ain't like that, bro. And then, bro, the back and forth with him and Murray, they just they pass the ball to each other. They'll fake the dribble, bring the shit back out. And I'm like, bro, it's other dudes on the team you can pass the ball to. He throw it back to Murray. Murray dribble, shot clock violation. Like, you cannot make this shit up. And then Nate McMillan, bro, sometimes I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I think he be I think sometimes he be sabotaging us, bro. Like, he will take AJ Griffin ass out that game, bro, when he cooking. He will take the bench out of the game when they cooking, bro. Because at first I'm like, he an old school coach. You want to end the game with your starters, but now, bro, I'm looking at these games. I'm like, bro, goodness well this second unit got us rolling right now. Why the fuck are you taking anybody out? Just leave them in. So, man, listen. This team, this team, like I said, the first thing they got to start with, man, if we want to get something cracking, because I have no faith in the front office right now. I'm just letting people know it. Anything that they do to me by the trade deadline, gonna be a surprise. So what I'm thinking is, bro, they got to come together, man, and it start on the defensive end. We got to get better defensively. This the second game. How much did we just give up to Chicago? How much did we just give up to who we just trick off that lead to? Was that Charlotte? You can't keep giving up all these points. Because tonight, guys, I'm gonna tell you, we got lucky. What's the word, Matt? What's the word? We lucky tonight.
Serendipitous.
Yeah, we lucky tonight. Look at our shooting numbers, bro. Look at our shooting numbers tonight. All them fools ain't never shot that good at the same time. How many times you think that's gonna happen again? We lucky, bro, that they just happen to go cold and we happen to cook, but then they still tried to sabotage us, in my opinion, by taking the bench out for no reason at all.
Fire him.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I don't know
What's your outside opinion on these Hawks right now, Dre?
Man, they need to fire Nate ass ASAP. He need to get out of there ASAP. The players ain't even responding to him. I mean, I've been a Hawks fan for a minute, man, and this shit just, I watch your channel all the time, man. It's just disappointing. You know what I'm saying? We add DeJounte to the mix. We got some defense to see, Trey Young. I thought he would be able to adapt to this whole situation. He's not a leader at all. He let me down big time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, DeJounte, he got his little things that he does that he kind of shits on us at times. But I mean, I accept the defense. The defense, he has poise, a lot of poise at times. He's very mature. But the players are not responding to Nate. Nate doesn't have the right rotation at times. It's just like as a fan, man, it's like I don't even want to pay to go to some of these games anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like even in a win, we down because we know what it is. The next couple games, we'll mess around and win the next one and then lose to Charlotte again by 20 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't understand. I know it's the NBA. It goes up and down. There's good players on each team, but we have too much talent to be giving up these leads. Giving up 70 plus constant, like it's too much, man. Yeah. Too much.
Hey, am I breaking up?
Nah,
nope.
Breaking
nope.
up.
Okay. Man, listen, man. Listen. Okay. My boy put a post up in New Pack City. And the post said, what is the difference between the Hawks and the Celtics? And the first thing that came to my head was
defense?
The front office.
Oh.
The front office. Because you got Brad Stevens, who was the head coach, who moved up as an executive, as president. What I like about that is when Udoka was coaching and now the guy they got now coaching, they all on the same page. They all on the same sheet of music. Bro, we have turmoil within the organization. Yeah. And to be honest with y'all, I don't even know who drafted who. To be honest, I don't know who was making the call to draft these players. Because let's be real. It's been times I've talked to Hawk fans and I've been in New Pack City and we pick a player and we like when they drafted Onyeka Okongwu, we was like, why are we getting another forward? Where's he going to play? You got Collins, you got Hunter, woo. So now we got players, we got a whole roster drafted by, and at a minimum, 2 different dudes in charge. Okay, at a minimum. And then that's why I always wonder why this roster don't look right. It don't look complete. Something's always missing from this roster. We missing something. It's because we got different people drafting players. So, I mean, guys, like I said it earlier, I'm going to say it again. Don't expect nothing. First of all, let me tell y'all this, because Juan fell for it, and I'm trying to help y'all. Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
I never do.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Man, that Kool-Aid sour. And that Kool-Aid gotta be sour after
We
this
are
game.
as good as our record says we are.
Facts.
Because that record shows the effort that this team put in on these games. Because they play these games. You can blame Nate all you want. I stopped blaming Nate. Once I found out he didn't want to be here, and we begged him to stay, I don't blame him for nothing no more. To be honest, I think what he's doing is hilarious.
But real
It's
quick,
not. It's not a. Well, it's hilarious.
And why
in a
they
bad
don't
way.
fire him, analyst?
Because
We laughing, but
we have a discombobulated front office who identified him as a problem but paid him to stay extra, and we got to fire him. We got to fire him quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They not gonna fire him. Why hasn't he already been fired?
It's going to cost too much money.
Bro, we
Man,
just gave
we
Travis Slayton $40 million to leave.
Yeah,
We ain't got $6 million for
might
this
have been
dude.
all the
$40 million, and we can't pay the tax,
It might have been all.
or
the
we
money
can't pay $6 million to get this dude out of here.
Because see, how much did they pay Lloyd Pierce? How much did they pay Lloyd Pierce to go away?
He wasn't making that much. Maybe
he
Well,
wasn't making a lot.
Not
Yeah.
that much because he was on the last year of his deal anyway, so it wasn't that much.
So give me a dollar figure. I find it.
It
But
ain't
see,
that much. I bet it ain't $2 million.
well, my thing is that it's going to be a lot more than that to turn Nader loose. Plus the ancillary lambasting that this ownership is going to get, because look, I'm just like I told you guys, and I posted some things and I did a live. Anything that we go and get, whether it be players, whether it be coaches or whatever, with this ownership group, you're going to pay double or triple for it, because they're going to take full advantage of these people anytime that they go into any type of negotiation or bargaining, because they don't know any better. Okay, I would dare to say that they don't have any relationships with any other people around the league in order to, to negotiate or talk. These people are just like folk going to a used car lot. They'll sell them jokers whatever it is that's on the lot. It'll be the worst thing on the lot, but they'll pay top dollar for it, because they don't know what to look for. They don't know how to negotiate, and they don't know anything about what they're doing. Absolutely nothing. The unholy trio is going to doom us to. I mean, we're going to be in terrible shape. We're going to be in terrible shape here in just a few minutes.
They need to get that ex-coach from Boston. That's who they need to get. If they want to lose their mind, go get that cat, Udoka, whatever his name is. Him in here. I guarantee he had him running better. That's for sure.
Udoka, give me
Yeah,
But what if
I'll take Quinn Snyder.
But what if Trey Young said he don't want Quinn Snyder or Udoka? What's your move after that?
Then I don't care what he say. Hire him. I don't care what he say.
Then
Stop it, analyst. Yes, you do.
I put it like this. Wait, Demond.
You care.
Demond. What I mean by that is, when it comes to making winning moves in this organization, I make that decision.
You already know how it go. You already know
maybe
if Young. So we know that. We know that for a fact. Trey
and Demond, they set this thing up.
That's why I brought that up to you. So what if he says, I don't want Udoka? Say he won't I don't know. It's gonna be some type of yes man.
Then
and then Matt Black Bear. What if you do get Udoka and he get here and Udoka say, hey, I need a say on player personnel. and I don't want general manager and president Nick over there. I don't want y'all talking to Trey. Trey need to go through me.
And you just said it right there, Nick Wrestler. And I'm gonna say this time and time again. He's the reason for all this shit. Travis Schlink don't like Nick Wrestler. Him and Travis Schlink and Tony Wrestler have a good relationship. And when Tony Wrestler decide, they still do. But when Tony Wrestler let his son, Nick Wrestler, have more input and more responsibility with the organization, Travis Schlink did not like the things Nick Wrestler was doing. Like, let's say, making trade deals without getting Travis Schlink's input on the trade deal. This is the thing. We can say hire this guy, hire that guy. But in reality, your president of operations, your general manager, and your head coach have to work in concert with one another. And it has to be exactly that way. If they are not working in concert with one another on everything that has to do with player management, then that team is going to struggle in some form or fashion. Now, when we watch the team go on a little 6-game or 5-game win streak or however many it was, the guys look like they look like they play together. The players look like they play together. That's not an issue.
Kool-Aid.
That's not Kool-Aid. That's what you see.
No,
but,
that was Kool-Aid. That was.
Oh, you talking about the 5 game? You talking about the win streak?
Yeah, that was heavy stevia or sugar cube. You know that old sugar that come in the brown packet? That Cuban sugar. That was sugar Kool-Aid.
Word.
It was. I told people, Mike and Gerald, and I told everybody like that. I don't think it was sustainable because if you look at the numbers, we were like a top defensive team during that little stretch, and I'm like, that's not sustainable. Like I always say, I said it a couple days ago. With Trey Young on the team, you're never going to be a top defensive team. Stop trying to build a team that way. Do it the other way around. Make yourself an offensive team, like we did when we made the conference finals. Have good defenders on the team. I'm not saying that, but have good defenders on the team. But you need to get a new, obviously a new coach. But you need to get an offensive-minded coach that can speak to Trey in his language where he understands, and saying he feels like that guy. He feels like he respects that guy or woman. I'm for Becky DeMond, but
you better not. And don't you
respect the coaches?
I don't want no WNBA player on the team, bro. Okay,
we be the laughing stock of the league.
We already
hell nah.
You want to be the laughing stock of the league because she's respected around the league.
Around
she's respected. She's respected to the extent of where she is now. But if you give her that position,
no, that's not the case. Murray
will change.
Murray has come out publicly and supported her. So is DeMar DeRozan.
So now you can't. Now you can't what Murray say now.
Well, not really, but not really. DeMar.
You got to look at the NBA in its totality, not just off of what one person come out and say about her. That's not. I'm telling you. No, bro, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna fly. Like he said, we'll be the laughing stock around the league, bro.
No, we wouldn't.
Yes, we would, bro.
Hey, Black Bear. Let me ask you a
question. I put it like this, right? I don't really care listen. I want to win, and whoever on the sideline can get me to win a championship. Okay,
yeah,
I'll take it. Listen, I have an order of what I would do. She's not my number one candidate. Absolutely not. I think Udoka, I think Quinn Snyder, I think a guy like a Jay Wright, someone like some of those guys, smart, innovative guys who believe in beautiful offense. Because see, here's the thing, I don't care. And some people may say, well, you just care about being entertained. That's not being entertained. It is very tough to stop a team when they're cutting down the lane, backdoor cutting, and they got screens all over. It's very tough to stop. We could not stop any of the Oklahoma City cuts. Now they stopped doing it, but when they were cutting and they were going backdoor and cutting down the lane, it's very tough to stop. So whoever can instill that, with also the respect of the players, especially Trey, but the respect of the players. I feel like we can.
You better not sit here and say you want Becky Hammond. You better not say it.
But
she's
Demond,
she's not the number one on my list.
What's your Demond? Take out the fact she's a woman. Take that part out. What, or is that the biggest hindrance?
I don't think that's it.
Proven. Listen to what I'm saying now. I need a proven NBA level winning coach.
I mean,
now,
I like this one.
Matt, I would be open to Becky Hammond if this was the Hawks 20. What year did we get traded? 2018. And we were just doing a full-blown rebuild. But bro, what are we doing here? You gotta y'all tell me. But then you want to go get him a rookie ass coach who ain't never won at this level?
And it's an experiment.
But the only coach you can get.
She would be an experiment.
She's
That's
not.
Waste of time.
I don't think she's a rookie.
She ain't been a head coach. She
will be a rookie head coach, and that's the thing. It ain't.
Didn't she just win a championship as a head coach?
Oh, come on, man! You can't.
As an NBA head coach,
but you can't say she ain't never been a head coach and then say that and then discount her
as
winning
an NBA head coach.
NBA, listen, I don't believe I gotta explain this. NBA winning head coach. She's not ever been an NBA winning head. I don't care if she was an assistant.
But how many?
None of that. We need a proven winner now, unless y'all want to rebuild.
Okay, so let's go for it.
But all I'm saying is
$200 million player, $100 million player, $125 million player, and y'all want to go cheap and experiment with a coach.
No, it's not an experiment because
yes, it is. That's exactly what it'll be. It'll be an experiment.
Here's why it's not an
exactly what it'll be. Let somebody else team do that experiment. I don't mind. I don't care that she a woman. I don't care that she a woman. Women can do whatever they want to do. There's plenty of women out there that's capable of doing things that men can do. I am not. They ain't got nothing to do with her being a woman. It's the fact that I don't want our team, especially in the city of Atlanta, with everything we got going on over the course of our history of all our sports teams. I do not want us to be that team that does that experiment. Let somebody else do that. I don't want to do that.
All I'm saying is, if y'all want somebody that's new, that's innovative, that's won. She's won at every one.
We can't afford new right now, though, man.
No.
I'm saying when you look at this team, you saying new, and that again, I agree with my man who spoke before. It ain't about being sexist. It ain't about none of that. We talking about bringing her in to this squad right now to fire Nate and bring Becky in. Nah, we can't do that. If we're gonna fire Nate, we got to bring Udoka in. That's facts.
So with our PR, our PR nightmare that we in right now, you bring in Udoka to add to this PR disaster. We're not gonna be a laughingstock.
I tell you one thing. They would NBA fan, whether you're a Hawks fan or not, you would understand the move.
Well,
you would understand that move.
And that's why I say
ain't gonna be no backlash, man. Ain't gonna be no backlash, man. You know how I know? Because Brooklyn just tried to get him.
Why they didn't hire him? Because
the Celtics blocked it. They went and told him, "Hey, you shouldn't be hiring him right now." They was about to do it.
Well, I put like this. That I'm fine with.
I don't have anything against Udoka. I'm just saying with
Becky is
Matt, what are we trying to do next year right now, Matt? What are we are we competing or what are we doing? Because if we
I don't believe that Becky I believe we're win. I believe we're trying to win, but I guess I don't consider Becky. I don't put her in a category as rebuilding. I put her in a category as winning. Because she's won at every level. GG championship.
Okay. Let me ask you
as a head coach.
Let me say this.
Premier League championship as a head coach. NBA assistant as a head coach.
No.
NBA as a head. Everywhere she's gone, she's won a championship.
No.
That is the identical resume except for the WNBA that Nick Nurse had. I will say that. That is identical. But like I said, I prefer Quinn Snyder, Ime
I like him
Udoka.
too. I like Quinn Snyder. But they said he won $8 million. Y'all think we're gonna pay a coach $8 million to come and we don't even want to pay Nate $4 to leave?
The money not gonna be your problem, Matt. The problem with getting a good
You're
coach.
gonna have to pay.
The problem is, bro, I'm gonna tell you what the problem gonna be with getting a good coach. This is gonna be the problem, no matter who we gonna get.
Oh, that's Chauncey.
You're not gonna get a coach who has any type of pedigree.
Thinking somebody
wasn't gonna come in here and then allow Trey Young to go straight to the president of basketball operations.
Facts.
Trey Young and them, they're gonna have to give up power. You're not gonna get anybody decent with their own brain to come in here and say, you know what, I want to coach this team, even though I know the star player not gonna listen to me. He gonna probably complain if I don't do stuff his way, and I know that the president of basketball got his back. What coach with any self-respect gonna come in here and take that position? That's
You don't think he's gonna have a say in the coach? I think he's gonna pick the next coach, basically.
But it doesn't matter who he picked, because guess what? He gonna run over the coach anyway. The coach gotta say, you know what, Trey, I want to coach y'all, so you can do what you want to do, and I can't have no control over you. Come on, man.
This is exactly why Tyronn Lue went to coach the Clippers and not the Lakers.
But true, as a true Hawk fan, all of us here, let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? If you can't allow Trey to run the franchise, we going nowhere.
Man, I done told y'all. Y'all.
He can't just control the whole franchise. We gotta have somebody to do this.
Well, and for the aspect of coaching, I think he has to have an input because he didn't basically ran off 2 coaches, right?
Input, not final decision. Input. And see, we talked about this a long time ago. Right now, the tail wagging the dog, and that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Hey, Jamon, you got somebody in here with old black hoodie on, trying to doggone hide. Who did
What's
you
up,
brought
OG? That my OG. What's happening, OG?
Lord have mercy.
Man, Blackberry, what's happening, man?
What's going on,
man? In the building.
Shoot, man. I just got in here when they got fired.
Not yet.
Hopefully in the next hour.
Pre-planning up here.
Oh, okay.
And they try to hire women. I done told no, absolutely, positively not. You know.
All right, I'm telling y'all.
How about this?
You ought to be thinking yourself. It's just
how about this?
How about this? On WFL, the Canadian Football League, all them records stay up there. All them records stay up there. They don't have anything to do with the NFL. But go ahead, Chauncey.
How about this? How about leave Nate McMillan as a coach and the players do what the hell they're supposed to do and follow the coach's lead? And if they do that, more likely they're gonna win games. How about that
idea?
Oh, I gotta hear this because you know Matt gonna have something to say right here. Go ahead, Matt. You know
what lead are you talking about, Johnson? That involves game planning. That involves rotations. That involves everything he don't do. So what exactly are they leading or following? Sorry.
Okay. Whatever the fuck he say. That's the problem. Y'all giving these players too much power. They shouldn't have that power. You go out there, you play, you earn your money, you play the game. You follow the coach's lead. If the coach ain't doing his job, it's management's responsibility to get him out of there and get somebody else in there. But management ain't moved him yet, and y'all already know why management ain't moved him yet. It's for 2 reasons. Number one, they don't want to pay 2 coaches. I think we all know that. The average dummy will know that. And they don't want their little image to be ruined. So how about this? Until all that happens, until all that take place, how about the players earn they 210, 125, 100, 80, 84, and so on and so forth, and stop trying to coach the damn team and play the game like it's supposed to. Period. Point blank. You can feel however you want to feel about the coach. Hey, that's cool. But hey, it ain't on him why he here or why he still here. All this shit that done went on this year, he should have been fired. But guess what? He ain't fired. So how about the players stop going against the grain? Certain players, he who shall never be named again out of my mouth ever, as long as my ass is brown and pointed toward the ground, do what the hell he's supposed to do. Stop, wipe his nose, hey, and go on and get his endorsement to Kleenex. How about that? Good win tonight. Good win tonight. Turned the ball over too much for for my liking, and they were both ball handlers down there playing that damn AAU basketball shit. Take care of my basketball a little bit better. Good. Thank God OKC didn't have a plethora of bigs that we was able to exploit that, even though they scored more points in the paint. I heard the gripes about that a little bit earlier, and I agree. I agree with that. We didn't do very well in that area, but at the end of the day, if you go out there again, I'm gonna say it again, play the game like it's supposed to be played. Stop trying to do outside of what you do. Everything is cool. You got double doubles out your two bigs, 19 and 10, 18 and 10. It's safe to say we need to see that every night. All right, Bogey gave you 20 in the starting lineup, replacing Hunter, and your two heavyweights up front. They did what they were supposed to do. They took us home. Like I said, the only issue I got other than them paint points is we need to take care of the ball a little bit better. You can't, and I get it. Like they said on the broadcast, OKC lead the league in steals, and you see why. They get after it. They don't stop. They don't stop coming at you. Hey, we going against the grain a little bit too much. I get it. A good portion of the fan base got their opinion on the coach. I understand. I get it, but it's gonna always be an opinion on the coach when the team ain't playing better. And again, I'm gonna say it again. I get it, but the bottom line is these guys been playing basketball all their lives.
No.
Been playing in AAU tournaments, this, that, and the third, all their lives up into college. They know how to play. They know how to play the game the right way. Yes, it is a coach's job to keep them coached up, but to hold their hand, I think that's what a lot of the fan base want. The fan base want these guys' hands to be held, and they want they want us to take off our shirt and put the nipples in their mouth. No, go out there and play the game the right way.
I agree with.
Go ahead, Dre.
I agree with what you said mostly, man. But I'm gonna say it like this: like to me, it's still about okay. If you got Trey Young doing dumb shit, sit his ass down. I don't see any plays being called in the fourth that like if you watch us in the fourth, even throughout the game, you hardly see any like the defensive plays, whether it's the offensive play. What the hell are we doing? That's the coach.
Thank you.
That's the coach.
I agree.
People ask what the hell are we doing? What are you? I can flip that and ask, what are you looking for? Because see, I may see something different. I may see something different from what you see. Because let's call it for what it is. 90% of the league is running the same offense. Everybody, some kind of way, in a half court set, need a pick, and they try to get their ball handler or they score downhill into the paint. If he can get into the paint, if he can shoot a floater, he'll shoot it. If he can throw a lob, he'll throw a lob. If he can kick it out to a 3-point shooter, he can kick it out to the 3-point shooter. Outside, okay, we may be one of the best to do it. You got two guys in your backcourt who are primary ball handlers. Good chance you're gonna get that. Again, I understand. Listen, I understand everybody's great, but you just got to look at the whole totality of the situation. Everybody like this. Just take this game in particular. Them last 4 minutes of the game, it was either the ball was either in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's hand, Trey Young hand, or DeJounte Murray. Everybody put the ball in the hand. Everybody put the ball in the hands of their stars down the stretch. It ain't just the Hawks. We just know we just more we're gonna critique it more because the Hawks is our team. And like I said, I get it, but everybody do the same thing. Yeah, early in the game, you may see a little few flex cuts, pin downs, or whatever the case. If you got it like early in the game, they noticed mismatch problems and they got the ball to the bigs. Hawks got their bigs going.
We should
Congu,
do that throughout the.
Collins, Capella. But go ahead.
No, I don't mean to cut you short like that, man. I'm just trying to keep my memory on point with it. But like I said, man, whether it's the four, like you said, we feeding them down low. By the time the fourth hit, where's John Collins? All these cats we got, it's only DeJounte and Trey. Trey taking bad shots half the time. He's turning it over more than ever. Like it's like, yo, we gotta have more design plays, not just a pick and roll.
Mike, cover your ears, Mike, in the chat. Cover your ears.
They don't pass the ball, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Listen, this is why I keep telling y'all this, man. Nate has no power. Okay, he has no power. So nobody's getting benched. I don't care what Trey Young do. He not benching Trey. Trey come in and
that's just reality. That he's not pulling Trey out of the game. You know it'll be he's not going to do it.
Well, I don't understand why we keep complaining about Nate. He don't want to be here. We know this. So your anger, your frustration need to be with the people in charge of the hiring and the firing. But guess what, guys? The front office is telling us we value how we look to others instead of trying to win games and better the team. We want to make sure we don't look bad to people who not even fans of the team and casual fans and organization. We don't want to look bad. Instead of saying, you know what, guys, Nick Wrestler, Landry, all right, guys, we finally got the power. Let's make shit happen. Nate, we appreciate you. Bye. And the funny thing is they didn't even have to fire him. He wanted to quit.
They stopped him.
Hey, Damon.
Damon, they stopped him.
You got to echo Damon.
Oh, that's why I tried to mute myself, man. I think it's me, man.
Is that confirmed? Is that confirmed? I saw the reports on that too. Is that like solid though?
From what I understand, he went to him about resigning, and they stopped him. To my understanding, who stopped him? Was it Tony? Was it Nick? Was it Landry? Damn sure wasn't Schlink because he has no say. And so who stopped him? Was it Trey? I doubt that. So who stopped him?
I mean, it's a rumor at the end of the day because nothing's been confirmed to that.
Cause see, I'm gonna say this about that. I'm gonna say this.
Steve Coonan didn't deny
it. Okay. I'm gonna say this about that. For the remainder of this season, and I'm just gonna put this out here.
Okay, it ain't me who echoing, guys. So I don't know who's echoing.
Yeah, it's all around.
Oh, okay, yeah, everybody echoing. All right.
I'm gonna mute people. I found out who it is. Keep talking. Okay. Go ahead, John.
All right, I'm gonna ask this question. Right now, I don't see this team going to the finals. Number one, I don't see them going to the finals. They may go to the playoffs and they're in the play-in and all that. What would
it's Chauncey echoing? That's who it is. Yeah.
Okay. What would be the harm in letting Nate resign and letting one of these assistant coaches take the team for the rest of the year?
I told you, man.
It's a PR nightmare, John. That's why.
Bad, bro. That's what it's come down to.
It'll be a PR nightmare.
They put in the public relations, even though nobody cares outside of the state of Georgia about the Hawks, but they so concerned that somebody gonna say something. Bro, fire him if you think he's the problem. Fire him.
But see, it's going
getting other players ain't gonna change nothing if you still got the same coach running the same stuff that people claim don't work.
Not running nothing.
Well, to address Chauncey as far as the PR nightmare is concerned, if you got a coach that's here right now, that's going to resign at the end of the year, if the stories are true, you still got that same PR nightmare. You may as well get it out of your system right now.
No, he wanted to quit now.
You,
He
you
wanted to quit
I'd
now.
rather deal with that in the off season than during the season.
How weak of a franchise are we, honestly? If he wanted to quit and we begging him not to quit, get his fucking ass out.
Exactly, Dre. That's what I'm saying,
Get
bro.
his fucking
And
ass
Dre,
out.
guess what, Dre? Guess what? Coaches talk, bro. So that's why I say you think we finna get a good coach to come in here. Nate McMillan gonna be like, hey, bro.
that's my point.
And Nate McMillan he's highly respected amongst his peers. So if he put his mouth on us, it could be a death nail to any coach. Any coach with I'm just telling you, it could be a death nail to any coach with credibility.
They'll come.
He's respected by the OGs,
Okay.
not by the younger cats. He's not respected. Matt Barnes and all of these players that came out said they hated Nate. So I mean, by the OG.
I mean, what has Matt Barnes done? Matt Barnes and Jelani McCoy.
He didn't get along with no damn body.
Yeah, he don't like nobody. He couldn't even keep Derek Fisher from taking his girl. He has no credibility with me. Yeah, I went there. And the other dude who said something with Jelani McCoy. I probably could go in and average more points per game than Jelani McCoy did. Jelani McCoy was just but hurt. Listen, let me tell you something. I know this as a coach. Everybody's not gonna like you. Trust me, everybody's not gonna like you. I know I don't have some players that couldn't stand me. So it's easy to go out there and free pick and hand pick and find 5 to 6 players that didn't like him. But here's the PR nightmare. Okay, the guy that you're backing as the de facto face of this franchise, he's going to be labeled a coach killer. Now, you got to stand by your guy. So now you look like the fool. First of all, go all the way back. I'm gonna come back to that. Nate is not an issue if Russell didn't get in the way from the beginning. Russell got his ass in the way. He was impatient. He boxed Slink in to fire Lloyd Pierce during his pretty much lame duck coach year. If you let Lloyd Pierce finish it out, okay, we may not get the finals run, but now you can do your due diligence and you can go out there and get the guy that you want. You can get that Quinn Snyder. You can get that Kenny Atkinson. You can get that Mike D'Antoni. You can get that Becky Hammond. I heard her talk about Becky Hammond. You ain't got to be boxed in to have to keep Nate because the team took off and went on a nice run and got to the finals. That's all on Tony Wrestler. Wrestler was the start of this screw up right here. Now he got to fix it because Hawks. I didn't know until I heard this earlier today. Hawks second in attendance. Did y'all know that?
Yeah, I heard about.
Yeah, I knew.
Okay, so guess what? They putting asses in the seat, and guess what? To this corporate Joe Blow, they probably got about 40 season tickets. It's a bad look to him if you hear drama about the head coach and the star player not getting along, the front office around there doing slimy shit to get folks fired. That's just too much. So at the end of the day, I think we all know that Nate is done when the season is over with. Don't make the same mistake that you made 2 years ago. Let them finish the season. Whatever happens, and then let him come to you. Let him come to you and say, "Hey, I'm done." And if he don't come to you and say, "Hey, I'm done," you said thanks, but no thanks. But just know you got to pay him for you got to pay him 2 more years, and then get your guy or gal in here. It all started with the front office, man. Period.
And Johnson, it's so sad, man, because this team was trending up.
I think they can get back. I think they can get back there. I think they can get back there.
Coach will get back.
But Nick, can I say this? I know, Chauncey, you just said that Trey would be labeled as the coach killer.
What?
But y'all go back down the timeline. All of this started when you stopped hearing Tony wrestle and you started hearing Nick wrestle.
I didn't know
That's
anything about him till this year. Honestly,
that's when all this shit kicked off. Nate wouldn't look as bad and the team wouldn't look as bad, especially with this front office mess, if Nick Wrestler did not have the influence he got
But wait a minute,
with
hey,
this team.
Blackberry, let me say this. Didn't it start with that situation where Trey had to choose whether he was going to get therapy on his shoulder or be in the shoot around?
no, it had been
No, it
festering.
before then.
Yeah, it had been festering.
But no.
It had been festering.
Did we know about it? Did we know about it until after that? Because me and Matt and analysts had a conversation offline, and Matt enlightened me to the fact that Trey was friends with Nick Russell. And that was the first time that I had heard anything about it.
Man, I was hearing shit. I don't know how true this is about Nick was picking him up from practice and all that. That's just that shit. That's too much. That's real. That's Real Housewives of Atlanta bullshit. I mean, he picking him up from practice and all that stuff there.
Yeah, that was back during Christmas. Yeah,
I believe you.
I heard it.
Bro,
I actually believe that shit too. I believe they do that shit.
Yeah.
But yo, let me shout out my guy Mo Ali up in the building, man, from New Pass City. What's good, my guy? Tap in with us.
What's going on, guys? Y'all can hear me?
What's your thoughts on the game tonight, man?
Yeah, man, it was a good win, man. But it got a little scary at the end. But I really wanted to touch up on that post that I made earlier, man. Like,
Matt, listen to this right here. Listen to this shit he about to say, bro. Listen to this. Go ahead, Mo.
So I'm gonna give a little bit more clarity on the source, man, just because I owe it to y'all. But basically, it's like a family member of mine, right? And so they work for a company that provides professional services to Clutch Sports, right? And so it's like along the lines of like financial, that kind of thing. And so he's in frequent meetings, with the different board members and things like that. And so he heard the rumblings that Clutch was upset. There was a lot of things that they were trying to there was demand and things like that. So one of the things I heard was that they really want to press the organization on trying to like get Nate out of there. You know what I mean? So so that's pretty much all I can tell from that standpoint. But I think anybody, if you could look at it from the beginning of the season, man, even like if you go kind of towards the summer, like this shit's been happening. Just like we didn't notice it just because of the fact that we had like all the rah-rah, the DeJounte Murray, all these things and trades going down. But even like back when, the thing that caught me off guard was like we were watching like during like the pro-am leagues and shit like that. Nate McMillan said something that like really caught me off guard. He said that I went to Trey's house in Oklahoma, and I had to like. Yeah, so that really threw me off guard. So I was like, okay, and then like the reports about like the Miami shit with Trey like taking his personal. So I think that he was upset. He wanted a player here, and then after that, they did that. They got that down, and I personally think that
Mo Ali. I think that trip to Oklahoma.
Yeah,
I think that was on orders.
That's what I think too, man.
I think that was on orders.
Whose orders?
I mean, I think they had to mend that relationship, because they can't go into a season with some like friction.
Now whose orders?
This is the thing. What you just said right there, Mo Ali, is the same reason they got rid of Lloyd. Well, that's not why they got rid. Well, it was probably part of it, but Trey couldn't get along. He had a bad relationship with Lloyd Pierce. My thing is this: why hasn't if the organ? Listen, this is how stupid our front office is. If they know Nate and Trey don't have a good relationship, why is Nate still here?
Okay, so let me say something on that.
He pulled, he got that leverage, so he signed that 4-year contract. They're not going to fire him. It would have been there's no way they could have fired him after last season. Although I would have, But there's no way they would have fired him after last season.
Why not? You could have fired him easy last season. We went out in the first round when we underachieved. You could have fired him.
You had just made the conference finals the year before. You know.
No, also because
that's what I be
it's
saying,
stupid.
man. Listen,
it's stupid to fire head coach
we gotta
because
get
him
to a
and the
point
player
where we
don't
don't
get
care
along.
about the PR, dog. And you got to make that's gonna make the team better, bro.
This Nate and Trey thing is different from Lloyd Pierce. The Lloyd Pierce thing was personal. I don't think from just listening to him, reading between the lines, I don't think it's personal. I think he don't have respect for him, basketball wise, IQ wise. I don't think he has respect for Nate. Whatever Nate game plans is, whatever he telling him in film study. I just don't think, especially when this man got on national television and told Doris Burke the whole system is him manipulating the defense with his eyes and throwing the ball in spots, produce and make plays. That tells me they don't have a system. Last year against Miami.
So why is he still here, Matt?
Devon, I agree with you.
Why is he
puppet.
every time y'all keep
Devon,
hey man, every night we get up here, but after these games, and y'all sit here and tell me how bad Nate is, I'm waiting for y'all to say, you know what? F the front office. Because if he's so bad, why is he here? Get him out of here.
And the reason why you can't do that, you can, if you want a coach to come
we
here,
can't do that, John?
Hold on. If you want a coach to come here with any type of championship stock, you can't be firing coaches every doggone year because those people do not want to come to an unstable organization. And right now,
that's a good point.
So what I'm getting from y'all who agree with John, is, hey guys, the rest of the season, just suck it up. So why even watch the games? Why? He made
a good point. Don't no winning coach want to come somewhere where he might not have job security. And you want to know he got job security where he going.
Then on top of that, he has no power. He has no power.
I said that already. I've been saying it for weeks.
And then on top of that, hold on.
Trey Young give up power. No one's gonna come here. Why you think the executive just left, bro?
Hold up. Trey Young not supposed to have no power. That's the problem.
Trey, man.
Trey Young is not supposed to have no power. And
he's being
that comes here. Anybody
that's unrealistic, here, John. That's unrealistic.
Problem. They gonna have a problem.
John. He has power, bro. Come on. Listen. You can hear what my boy Mo just said, bro.
Well, then strike all of those good coaches off the list.
Y'all be forgetting what I be telling y'all, man. See, y'all be forgetting. I don't think when I tell y'all stuff like these agents, which is Clutch Sports, they be involved in this shit too. I was telling y'all that. When I was speaking about Nick Wrestler.
Hey, I'm going to go back to my 10 Commandment moment.
Listen.
Udoka
until Nick Wrestler,
from the record.
Until Nick Wrestler.
Anybody else?
And
from the
what's
record.
my man name? Until Nick Wrestler and Trey Young give up power, you're not going to get a good coach. The next coach we get is going to be a yes man. Okay. Number two, listen, man. We know the owner. He don't want to spend no money. Okay. Why? Because he making money right now. The Hawks is our 500 ball club. He making money. The tickets be sold out. He don't care. He don't care, man. And ain't nothing gonna happen. You got Clutch Sports trying to run the organization, which I believe the shit, because that's what they did with Anthony Davis down in New Orleans. They got involved in that shit. Okay, they got involved in New Orleans again with Zion. How they got Van Gundy up out of there. I believe that shit. So what we gonna do?
Get Nate out of here.
I'm not even gonna go down there. But Mo, what would you say? What were you gonna say about the Nate McMillan thing?
You may as well hire an assistant right now. Just hire an assistant right now, because see, you're not getting anybody. What you just painted, the picture
I've
you
been
just
painting that, bro. That's why I be like, why we sitting here? Why do we come here every day and blame Nate McMillan? When we know he ain't going nowhere. When we know he don't want to be, bro. Let
me add something to that. Let me add something to that.
I'm gonna say it one more time, and I'm not gonna say it again, bro. think about this, bro.
Yeah, you are.
I am. Listen,
Yeah, you are.
we have a head coach. This shit does not make sense. Who don't want to be here?
Didn't want to take the job at first.
The ownership begged him to stay, but they don't even want him. Does that make sense to anybody?
On drugs.
Well, I'm about to go get on drugs now because I'm finna go in this garage.
See what I'm talking about? See, that's where a lot of these decisions are made, in the garage.
They need Nick and me to come in the garage with me so I can talk some sense to their dumb asses.
You know what they're doing? I'm gonna tell you what they're doing. They sitting right now with their fingers crossed, hoping we catch lightning in a ball again.
Hell yeah.
If we catch lightning in a ball again, and let's say we make a finals run, because they're capable of doing it if they do what they're supposed to. That's another story. If you disagree with that, that's fine.
Healthy.
Okay, especially if they stay healthy. They make another finals run. Okay, they have a kumbaya meeting. They have a kumbaya meeting between Nate and Trey. Nate will coach out his contract, yo. Remember I said that.
That ain't happening.
Okay. Is that what you know? Is that what you know, or is that what you feel?
That's what I know.
Okay.
That's what I know.
Can I ask
I agree with that.
Nate, hold on. You said that's.
Hold on.
Wait, no. I have to reply to that. My brother said that's what you know. Guess what? Nate didn't even want to take the job in the beginning. Okay. He kind of got force fed to us. He don't even supposed to be here now, according to most Hawks fans. But the ownership got in the way. Had that magical moment 2 years ago. Now he gets a 4-year deal. So you sit up here and tell me if the same thing happened this year and we have a magical run, have a finals run, Lord, good God Almighty, don't let us compete in the finals. You telling me Nate will be gone next year? If you telling me Nate will be gone?
The only way Nate is not going to be gone is if we holding up that, I think it's still called the Larry O'Brien Trophy. That's it. Short of that, he is on one way to take that next year.
We ain't gonna be holding Larry O'Brien with Becky Hammond. I'm gonna tell you that.
Now, how would your organization look? Hold on.
If we hire Becky, I'm done.
Nobody want no Becky.
Yeah, y'all gotta get on board.
Y'all gotta think. You gotta listen. Hold on. Listen. See, you gotta think. You gotta think logically and not emotionally. A lot of our fans think emotionally. Listen, if this team makes a finals run, Nate is not getting fired. Now he may quit, but if this team make a finals run, they're not. The Atlanta Hawks front office not gonna fire a guy who coached a team somewhere that this team has never been in the city of Atlanta. How dumb would that look?
It might be. You're right.
We're not making a finals run, so we can scratch that. We're not making a finals run.
Hey, we still trying to make a play-in run.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it might be a
I feel you.
Can I ask everybody a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
With the Atlanta Hawks, are we a glass half empty team or a glass half full team?
Great question.
Well, are you talking about talent-wise or
are we a glass half full or a glass half empty? Which one?
Well, that's the accent. Are you talking about the roster or are you talking about the way that we're playing?
Just the situation. The situation.
The situation, the team, everything. Are we half empty or half full?
That's the same thing.
Well, half full, right?
What's the difference between those two?
Go ahead, Blackburn.
But we all agree that this team is on the cuffs of something great.
No,
we all can agree to that, right?
No,
I disagree.
with that.
We just need a different coach.
You don't agree with that. All right.
Possibly a great.
So are we far?
I see what's going on.
Are we too far away from being a prominent team?
We're not that.
but
Or we taking steps
we
back.
gotta
We
take
not that far. We not that far away. Here it is. People see, and this is no shot at nobody and no disrespect. So please don't take this the wrong way. But once people get tunnel vision, they listen. You got folks' mind made up that a player is not that guy or a coach is not that guy. So there's no way we could be on the cusp of anything because Nate is not the coach of this team in their eyes. And see, but if you look at the whole situation, no way you can't tell me this team healthy, I'm gonna say healthy, especially healthy, can make that type of run. Can't make that type of run. There's no way you can't tell me that.
Look,
They showed that.
Let me respond to that.
I wouldn't put no money. I wouldn't put no money on it. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah,
I mean, I get it. I understand that.
If you're going off pure talent, okay, we're good enough to try to make some damage, right? But if we don't have the right play call and all of that kind of shit, we ain't going nowhere.
Well, we don't even have the length. We don't even have the length to keep up with the Bucks.
And we don't have the length.
We don't
but
have
I'm
the
saying,
players.
if you're
Point blank period, they're gonna beat our ass every time. I mean, the Nets.
But I think we have the talent if we had the right play calling.
Dre,
if we adjusted at the right time.
But Dre, I bet it's a bunch of I bet it's a bunch of fans whose team is 500 who say, man, we can make something shake. Bro,
I'm realistic,
we
man.
not listen.
We don't have a problem scoring the ball though.
We can't defend.
Yes, we do.
We can't defend.
Yes, we do. Sometimes
you can't win a championship without defending. Go look at that five. You know what's fools? Look at that 5-game stretch we had. I'm listening to 92-90 game this morning, and the John Freaky dude's like, "Hey man, what's the difference? What was the difference in the Hawks winning 5 games in a row?" And no one said Trey Young's defense. He was a 106 defensive rating during that 5-game stretch. His average is 117. Bro, he was 10 points better defensively.
You did that translate? Now,
he wasn't
taking translated the wins, John.
No. What I'm asking, how many points did he prevent with that 106 rating?
Bro, that means he's 10 points better when he's on the court.
I understand.
I just told you right there.
I understand that.
He ain't the only one out there that you got to rely on defense.
Does the rating indicate how many points he stopped?
Yeah, it means when he's on the court, we're 10 points better. That means the other team don't score 10 points. That's what that means, John.
That's what it means.
Let me go look this up.
Real quick, Black
effort. His
effort.
His defensive rating was up them 5 games, and I pointed it out on a couple of my videos because of his effort. He still was getting cooked to a degree, but he wasn't giving up on plays. He wasn't over helping and none of that. He don't need to over help. You need to stay with whoever your man is. It was the effort by him giving effort on his guy. Check this out. Believe it or not, this gonna make a whole lot of sense to folks. Now, Dre, your best wing defender, ain't gotta help. Clint, your anchor on the back, ain't gotta leave his man to help. Now, and then you got another guy who's a ball hawk up top with him, ain't gotta help too much. And DeJounte Murray. Now Murray with Trey giving you effort, Murray can afford to gamble a little bit because he get a lot of his steals on gambling. He got a great defensive IQ out there. Sometimes he get burnt. Sometimes he get burnt trying to, but that's gonna happen. Listen, man, the shit at the end of the day is all on the players. It's all on the play. Yeah, the coach got to do his job. The coach still got to do his job. But listen, man, if the players go out there and listen, I keep referring to. I know I sound like a broken record. I refer to the 1979 Los Angeles Lakers. The reason why I have to refer to them because Magic Johnson couldn't stand the coach, which was Paul Westhead. It wasn't no secret. But they remain professionals. They band together. They veterans, Kareem, Worthy, Byron Scott, and the crew. They said, look, we're going to still go out here. We're going to do our job. We're going to win the NBA title. Then we're going to go to Mitch Kupchak, Jerry Riss, and whoever else was running the organization and say, we still don't want him. That's what happened.
Yeah.
What Paul Westhead still lost his job. So if they really want Nate out of there, you go out there, you do your job, and after you do your job, say we still don't like him. I guarantee you they'll get him up out of there.
That's a different level of talent on that end if you're talking about that team. But I tell you like this, even when you're talking about the Hawks, if you watch the Hawks, even over this win streak, how many fucking wide open threes is the other team going to have? Can we adjust on defense? Can we call a timeout? And can I see a difference in the defense? Never happens.
Just like Chauncey, you're talking about old type of players too, bro. Like you type of players, like if you look at the Nets, they basically just went on a losing streak until like they got Steve Nash fired. You know what I mean? So like that's the new age basketball.
Yeah, it's different, man. I understand.
So y'all think Josh Vaughn is a good coach?
Nah, he's defendable.
The players mess with him.
He's not great. He's pretty good. He better than Nate for sure.
He better than Nate.
He makes adjustments.
It's easy to say that because the Nets started winning, but they also got two of the best players. Two players in the top 50, top 75 all time.
Man, listen, man. Did y'all see Jock Vaughn in Orlando? Come on, man. He got talent. Jock Vaughn got Hall of Fame talent over there. He got Hall of Fame talent. Come on, man.
Let me round this up for real quick, Chauncey, with some Damon been saying, some Chauncey been saying, and some I've been saying. Damon said defense. I totally agree, 100%. The defense has to be more consistent, more persistent. When do we see the defense persistent? When they have mostly everybody healthy. The core pieces, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Clint Capella, Onyeka Okongwu, Trey Young, DeJounte.
Bogey.
And Chauncey said, and Bogey. And Chauncey said, it's about depth. And that's exactly what it is. The defense and the depth tie in together. When we lose one guy, that's a key piece like DeAndre Hunter, who's your best wing defender. The defense go to shit. It shouldn't be that way just because one guy is out. We got to get that depth right. And it start with getting that bench enforcer. That's where it starts.
Hey, but you know you got another problem though, Blackberry. Nate ain't gonna play him.
But see, and that's a whole nother argument, right? So and like I said, I can't defend Nate at all right now. So I'm not even gonna try to. All I'm gonna say is this team, when it's complete, it's hard to beat on defensively and offensively. And we can, and like Chauncey saying, we can definitely make a run when this team is complete. It's when it's not complete. And that's when you need depth. You need the depth on defense. You need the depth with ball handling coming off the bench. You have to get that depth down.
But guess what, Blackberry? But guess what? The thing is this. In order to get that depth to be to build chemistry, to get better, the players got to play. They got to play consistent minutes. So when you have, and let me add this, and they need to play in certain moments. So when you get somebody like an AJ and he's cooking and Nate McMillan take him out for John Collins, I understand why you make a move because your starters are supposed to be able to close games, but you know, are you ruining? Are you messing up the development of an AJ? Why AJ can't play in that moment?
Or
It's
Demond,
easy for him to
when
go out
Jalen
there
had
and
to
play.
miss 2 weeks of his life, and then he sit on the bench the next 3 games.
But and I'm saying all this because I agree with you, Matt.
Damn
I
shame.
do agree because guess what? You have to play these guys to have that depth. I mean, Nate started the season with a 9-man rotation, bro. I was like, wow, we in playoff mode already. 9 dudes. I mean, and then the injury thing. Listen, man. To me, that shit is just an excuse, bro. We got to win games. Point blank. Period. I don't care who here. I don't care if Trey playing, Murray playing. We got to win these games. And I say that why? Because we tricked off the first 41 games. So now, if you hope or think that this team can make the playoffs, right now every game for us is an NFL game. You know how every NFL game matters. Every game for us matters because we a play-in team right now. A play-in team. So I mean, I'm at the point. I almost ready to be in the lottery because never mind, because I think we done traded the damn pick.
We traded the pick. I'm pretty sure.
Not this year.
Thankfully, not this year and not next year. Thankfully.
Okay, now we might as well go. Keep it real. We might as well tank.
Hey, Devon, I was thinking the same.
Tank for Wemby.
Tank it because, bro, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
The only way you'll be able to do that, of course, you already know how I am about that tank shit. That's coward. That's a coward way out. You already know. To me, that's coward as fuck. But if you want to do that, you're going to start popping trades. Period.
Well, I'm saying. Listen, the only reason I'm saying that, Chauncey, is because right now this team ain't going nowhere. I mean, let's be honest. Do we want to fuck up a draft position just to go? At this point, we got to play both. We got to play two playing games. If I'm not mistaken. So we had to do it last year. This just to get knocked out in the first round, like we did last year. We got murdered.
Pick 17th overall again.
In the playoffs. We got murdered in the playoffs.
And guess what? And then we woke up. Demond, didn't you say about 20 minutes ago the revenue that Tony Russell turning?
Yeah, he making hella money.
You think refs are gonna hear that shit about tanking when he know? Hey, when he know if we can back our way into the playoffs and get at least 3 home playoff games,
I know he ain't finna do it.
Hey, you think unless you pop trades, you think Trey Young gonna half-ass it? You think DeJounte Murray gonna half-ass it? Do you think Clint Capella gonna half-ass it?
Hey, but you know what's so funny? They not half-assing it now. We're a 500 ball club.
Yeah, we are what I. Hey, I get it.
All they gotta do is
at this point
just a little bit. We'll be below 500 easy.
I get it. At this point, we are what our record said we are, but I think we closer to. I think we closer to pushing forward than going backwards.
Hey,
it's all on the players. That's just.
I could ride with that as far as the talent on the team because. I had us winning at least. Call me stupid, drinking the Kool-Aid once again at the beginning of the season. On paper, I had us winning 50 games easy.
Man, I said, I said 56 game, man. Anytime someone of y'all see me slap me,
they're talented enough. They're just
right now, guys. Are we gonna win 43 games this year?
Man, we lost to Charlotte twice this year, man. What the fuck?
Oh. Hey,
in the last time Charlotte we lost to him, we was up 19.
Yeah, come on, man.
Hey, the first game we lost by 20 plus. We had I think we had an 18 point.
No, sir.
I mean, hey, listen.
But then it's also, but it's crazy because this team is so weird. It's also the same team that beat Milwaukee twice. I don't get it. Like you lose twice to Charlotte, but you don't beat Milwaukee twice. You don't beat a tough Knicks team twice. You don't beat
Denver.
Hey,
you beat Denver.
You know what that
You
is?
beat the Clippers. You got to beat them again Saturday.
The problem
I
is,
said
you
it
know what
all,
it
but I've
seems
been
like,
saying it all
Chauncey?
year
It seemed
with
like
Nate. We don't have an identity.
it seemed like they only get hyped for like mainstream games.
Told
But you
y'all.
know what?
That's what
I
I
want
told
teams to get hyped for us. Why we can't be the top seed and they hype for us? Why we got to get hyped for them?
Well,
And
see,
you know what? And then I think we what's our record at home? I bet we barely 500 at the house.
look, all
Like
those
like
bottom
2 or
feeding,
3 games over 500.
look,
Think
all
it's
of
gonna take
those
you 12
bottom
and 10.
feeding teams, all those bottom feeding teams get up for us, and they know they can beat us. They know we'll self-destruct. They know that we will just fall apart ourselves. They don't have to beat us, just like I said when I first started today. We beat ourselves.
Hey
But-
We
fellas,
play down to the competition. We play up to the competition.
hey
And
fellas,
heaven
hey,
help
real
us
quick,
But-
real quick, and I'll let you go,
because
Dre.
we're on the
Real
coast.
quick, hey fellas, I'm up out of here. The young homeboy analyst got the channel right now. I want to salute the chat, salute everybody on the panel. Shout out to Dre. Dre, this your first time up here, right, on the panel?
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. I'm about to
Dre, we
roll too in a
appreciate you
second.
coming up here, man. Like I say, we trying to be the
Yeah,
number
yeah.
one.
I'm gonna get out of here too. But analysts, don't think I'm gonna let you off the hook. You know, I
Hey, we
cuss.
try.
I had to
We
cuss.
are on our way.
I got to cuss analysts.
YouTube fan channel for the fans, by the fans. That's why we let the fans come up here and voice their opinions. You feel me?
You better believe it. You better believe it.
Comment,
I'm gonna
like.
let you slide tonight, analyst. I'm gonna let you slide tonight. I ain't
Get
cussing you
ready.
out tonight.
Some of us, unlike analysts, I got to get up and go to work in the morning. So
That's the truth.
I'm gonna holler at y'all, analysts. You got it, man. Y'all stay up, family. Peace.
I'm gonna give analysts hell as soon as you get off here. Hey there, young analyst. Hey there, little brother. How you doing, man? Huh?
Analysts, don't worry nothing about that one right there. Don't even worry.
Shut up. Hush, John. Hush, John. Hey, analyst. What you been doing today, little brother? Huh?
How you doing, Johnny?
Huh? You go to hell. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with y'all. Look here, man. Y'all going to hold it down, man. I'm finna go watch me some AEW wrestling. So y'all hold it down. I watch from a distance, man. Hey, man. Yeah, y'all keep your head up, man. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right.
You're gonna try to make it on. You're gonna try to make it on tomorrow.
Send me the link, Blackberry. Send me the link. I got you.
I got you.
All right, man. Y'all be cool.
Something. Oh yeah. I hope Gerald's still in here.
Where's Gerald at?
He in the chat. Okay. I think he's on here. Gerald.
Going out to even bet money.
Blackberry. I got a special request from Gerald to let you know that Trey Young is not a superstar.
Okay. He's entitled to his opinion.
He's
entitled to his opinion.
Hey, what?
But he is a superstar.
Now, what defines a superstar to you, Blackberry?
Oh man.
No. Hey,
we got about 16 more minutes.
Y'all supposed to rattle that right off. You ain't supposed to be
box office, clutch, and he changes the game in a way. He affects the game in a way over the course of history.
I'm gonna show you an elite defensive.
So now let me, cause see, I'm gonna keep throwing a little spice into this soup. Is superstar status something that you continually earn, or once you get there, you keep it?
I think you have to re-earn it personally.
You
Unless
gotta
earn it every season.
Like LeBron and others.
You gotta earn it every season.
Okay, so now has Trey Young earned superstar status for fiscal year 2022?
Nope.
The
No,
fiscal year ain't over with.
I'm talking about right now.
It's not over with.
I'm talking about right now. I'm not talking.
We are in season. We are in the season still. He can pick it up at any moment.
Okay, but right?
And he's still averaging 27 and nearly 10, 27 and 10 a game.
Okay. Now, what I'm asking, because you have to continually earn this during the season, is he a superstar at this moment? Now, you can say yes, no, or whatever.
Yes, he is a superstar at this moment. Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, and something else I wanted to ask you too, because you said that Tony, Slink was still part of the team. Now, the article.
No, I didn't say that.
You sure? Because see, somebody said
I'm positive because I know he's not. He's a consultant.
He's an advisor.
He's gone, man.
He's not
Pretty
doing
much
that.
gone.
He don't even got
A consultant is not a part of the team. He's just a consultant.
Yes, you are.
A consultant is not a part of the team, bro.
Yes, you are.
No, you're not.
Yeah, because see, the reason why, wait a minute, the reason why I'm saying so is because in that article that was written, they were looking for someone else to take the consultant spot because they said that Schlink was free to go. Am I not right?
Travis Schlink is still currently listed as a consultant.
But John, see, here's the thing. He's not really a consultant. That's a name that they gave.
You can say he ain't really a consultant, but he's a consultant. That's a fact.
He's not here.
Yo, y'all fellas be good, man.
Yeah,
next
I
time,
think I'm
man.
out too, my brother.
He's not a part of the
It's
team.
good to see you on here, Dre.
No doubt, man. Next time.
Yep, but no. See, thing is, if you are a consultant and you are being paid by the Atlanta Hawks, you are part of the front office. Because see, there's a site that I was telling you guys about, NBAfrontoffice.com or something of that nature. You would be shocked as to how many people work for the Atlanta Hawks. It's doggone near 150 doggone people with made up titles that are still working for this team. You got a man supervisor in charge of HVAC that's part of the Atlanta Hawks. Okay, so if you're being paid by the team as a consultant, you are part of the front office. You are part of management. Okay.
Travis Schlink is getting paid what his annual salary as a president was. He stepped down from that role. He's just carrying out the contract that he had. No, he was general manager, then he moved up to president this season. And now he's consulting. He stepped down from the president role to be a consultant to the team. He's no longer a part of the team.
So they paid him his money. They gave him the rest of the money on his contract, the $40 million. And Kunin essentially said as much. The consultant role is merely PR, a PR title, because at the end of the year he could go wherever he wants. He can leave right now and go to a different team if he wanted to today. So because he already got his money.
Because
right? So
they gave him.
He can go wherever he wants, whenever he wants. So I guess if you want to say technically he's a consultant, I guess, but not really.
It's not technically. He is. See that? Okay. Y'all. We know he's transitioning. He's transitioning away from the team. He's transitioning out of the team. But he's currently a consultant to the Atlanta Hawks. Just like what's his name, the dude with the Eagles that's interviewing with the Falcons, Bangio. Nick Bangio is a consultant to the Philadelphia Eagles. He's not a part of the team, but he's a consultant to the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, if you want to say, okay, he's a part of the team in a sense, well, he's a part of the organization. I get that.
That's my point.
But he is a consultant to the Hawks, which means that's what his title is. That is what he is. That's not what he technically is. That's what he is.
Okay. Well, let me look this up. Go ahead, Matt.
Well, I mean, yes, I guess so. But in a practical sense, right? Like they'll call him when they need him, or they'll email him when they need him, but they're not going to need him, right? So, because I wanted to clarify, because the way you made it sound was like he's a consultant. He's still going to be paid basically like to be a consultant, and that's not really the case. He already got his money.
I just stated what it was, what it is. He's a consultant.
Did y'all hear Wendy? Did y'all hear
Sure,
Brian Windhorst, actual NBA insider? He said he no longer even has an office at the facility. He said he's not there anymore. That's what Brian Windhorst said.
Yeah, consultants don't have offices at the facility.
If he was a consultant, he should just stay the president of basketball operations if they want his advice.
But I told y'all what it is. It's Nick Wrestler.
Right. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I'm just saying. I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I'm just saying that they basically forced him out.
Yeah, pretty much. Tony Wrestler did it unintentionally. He didn't expect Nick Wrestler and for Travis Schlink to develop the bad relationship they got. Tony, you know how it is with these rich, and I'm just gonna say it. You know how it is with these rich white guys. They sons can do no wrong in their eyes, especially when you at the level that the Wrestler family is at. His son is the heir to his name. So whatever his son carrying out, since he done gave him these responsibilities now, that's what it is. And unfortunately, Travis Schlink and this team is going to suffer for it. Unfortunately, and it trickles all the way down. It trickles all the way down to the head coach. And that's why things look so in disarray as they do right now, because of Nick Wrestler.
Yep.
Because now let me read this from the Athletic. Now it says that despite the Hawks announcing that Schlink would still play a complimentary part in their decision-making process after spending the past 5+ seasons heading their front office, league sources say he is no longer part of Atlanta's operation in any way and is free to leave for another organization. So that's why I said what I said about him being a consultant. He's not even that now. Matter of fact, an article came out saying
I'm challenging that he was never that.
Yeah, they see this consultant or whatever it was a way of moving him out of the way, just like you said. Nick Wrestler and the unholy trio moved him out of the way so that they could put their people in. Plus the fact, all right, they promoted Kyle Korver and made him an assistant general manager. All right. Then promoted what's his name to general manager. And let me see who else. Okay, you got vice president of basketball strategy and analytics, Dwight Lutz, and senior director of player personnel, Dalton.
When was that article?
I believe
when
Dwight
they did that
Lutz
article
has been fired.
This article, it was January 13th.
Okay, that's when they say he's a consultant to the team. That's what that means. Consultants are not on payroll with the team. They not on none of that with the team. They are not a part of the team. It's the fact that they saying they still value his input, to not in verbatim, but to paraphrase. They still value his input on the team, right? That's what it say. That's what a consultant does. He just consults what you could do or what might be a good thing or direction for the team to go in.
They are advisors. But see, thing was, this next paragraph said that never mind that Russell gave Schlink and his staff extensions last year and is known to have said internally that he wanted them to lead the Hawks through the decade. So see, like I said, that son just like you said too, that son just messed up everything. And see, the thing is that you got a front office full of unqualified people, unrespected. I don't know about disrespected, but unrespected people that anyone dealing, anyone wanted to come here as a head coach, anybody wanted to come here as a player, they're going to look at this situation. And just like Damon said, they're going to look at this situation, and these people talk. These people talk. Ain't going to look at this situation and say, do I want to be a part of that? No, sir. You know, just like
I agree with that 100%.
Go ahead.
What was that, Matt?
I think the thing that they're counting on, because the guy who wrote that article, Sam Mamek, Jake Fisher, another very prominent reporter, national reporter, who had talked about how he noticed something was weird going on all the way back during Thanksgiving in the front office. Talked about how well liked Landry Fields is around the NBA. People around the NBA, he has like this cult following. People around the NBA think, he's a genius. Went to Stanford, all that. So for that, I don't know if he's going to have. I think they're going to give him a fair shot. It's just about, can he execute it under pressure? Because I believe in that article too, John, it talks about how they're not rebuilding. They're trying to go all in, on this team. And they're trying to double down on it. They're trying to go further, and push the team further in to a championship level team, as opposed to rebuild under this new front office structure. That's what's concerning, is that they're not saying, all right, let's reset because we got a new front office. They're saying, all right, let's take the foundation that Travis had and let's expand upon it without the experience. So that's the concerning part, And then yesterday, I believe, in a new Athletic article, Landry Fields talked about how essentially the team that's built has kind of no identity. He kind of said it, paraphrasing, he kind of said, like, we have too many guys without defined roles, right? You have too many guys that can do a little bit of everything, but nothing in particular well. So he said we got to transition and gain an identity through the players that we get on the team in the future, right? So we got to get more workers, more high IQ players, more specialists, as opposed to more positionless players. So going from positionless players to more role-specific specialist players. That takes time. You can't do that in 3 weeks, So I don't know if he's going to be successful. Obviously, hope he is, but it seems like they're trying to rebuild on the fly. Well, not rebuild. They're trying to reconfigure the team at certain positions on the fly while still competing. So if they pull it off, hey, I don't know. It don't sound like it's going to work, but
we hope for the best. But hey, man, before y'all close it out, everybody's cordially invited to do a special guest appearance. Matt, Demond, analyst, I think what sweepstakes, what they call you, John? Everybody's
John.
Everybody's cordially invited to Rex P on my channel, Blackberry Rex, just like my name spelled right there on YouTube. We got a show every Thursday at 8 p.m. Y'all come on there. We talk Hawks, we talk Falcons, we talk Braves. We might throw in a little bit of something else, here and there. But we talk about everything really in retrospect. But I appreciate y'all having me. I got to get to work. Y'all take it easy.
All right, man. Easy.
All Gerald is crazy. What is Gerald talking about? 3-to-1 assist to turnover ratio for elite. What is he talking about? Do you know how rarefied that is? The 3-to-1, especially with Trey's usage rate. I will venture to say that's maybe Chris Paul in the last 20, 30 years to have a 3-to-1 assist to turnover ratio with a 30% usage rate. That's impossible. But go ahead, Lewis.
But I gotta end it, guys. Y'all have a good one.